Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Secretary Kennedy, for being here. Thank you for your commitment to serving our country. I appreciate your recent commitments to unlocking American science that we know will lead to additional breakthroughs. The Orphan Drug Act, which was passed the year that I graduated from medical school, has been a huge incentive driving innovation and delivering new cures and new treatments to American patients. Unfortunately, the Inflation Reduction Act has reduced incentives for innovators to conduct this critical research, particularly for orphan products that treat rare diseases and ultra-rare diseases. A recent NPC report has shown that since the IRA's enactment, clinical development for orphan drugs that received multiple designations went down by nearly 50%. My legislation, the Orphan Cures Act, would address this flawed incentive in the law and let American innovators return to pursuing breakthroughs in rare diseases. And I'm proud that this bill was included in the big, beautiful bill currently being considered in the Senate. Secretary Kennedy, will you commit to working with me and the committee to ensure incentives for innovators are put in place to pursue gold standard science for rare disease treatments and for their cures?
Yes, Congressman Joyce, and I want to thank you for your leadership on this issue. It's a critical area. As you said, the Biden administration in the Inflation Reduction Act inserted regulatory impediments to disincentivize the developments of these kind of treatments. With your help, we've developed a fix for that in the big, beautiful bill, and I look forward to working with you on getting that passed.
Thank you, Secretary Kennedy. In 2022, when the IRA was passed, it included a narrow orphan drug exclusion protecting these drugs from government price-setting scheme. Unfortunately, CMS misapplied the timing for price-setting eligibility, starting the time frame from its initial orphan approval date rather from the day that it is no longer exempt. And in this case, timing is indeed everything. A plain text reading of the statute shows CMS was wrong, and the Biden administration refused to fix their mistake. Secretary Kennedy, will you commit today to work with CMS to correctly apply the timing of a drug's price-setting eligibility so that this provision does not negatively impact innovation and in turn negatively impact American patients?
I look forward to working with you on that, Congressman.
Thank you. We look forward to working with you as well. Secretary Kennedy, to switch to another topic, under the Biden administration, we saw a consistent decline in the reimbursements paid to physicians under Medicare Part B. These cuts have led to more practice consolidation and increased hospital and insurer ownership of doctors. In turn, this has negatively impacted access to care for our nation's senior citizens and driven up out-of-pocket costs. How do you view these concerns? And will you commit to working with me and other physicians in Congress on how we can fix this erosion of reimbursement and strengthen the private practice overall?
Yeah, I mean, that's only one of the perverse incentives in our system that are contributing to the crisis in primary care. And one of the specific charges that President Trump has given me is to increase primary care access. And one of the ways that we need to do that is to make sure that primary care physicians are getting livable wages. And I look forward to working with you on that.
In America right now, the primary care physician is underpaid and undervalued. Your commitment to making sure that these doctors who are the front line caring for patients day in and day out are adequately compensated is important not just to American medicine, but ultimately important to the American patient. I thank you for that commitment. Mr. Chairman, my time has expired and I yield back.